Hi everyone, John here from Bite Size Cruises. Welcome back to our channel. If it's your first time visiting us, welcome. We are a small travel agency that specializes in groups and group cruises and really any kind of cruises at all. So our goal is to educate you on the best itineraries, the best cruises, the best ships, the worst ships, all the different things we could do with cruising so that you have an amazing and incredible vacation. So today we're going to be doing a full ship tour of the NCL Pearl. If you've watched our previous videos, we'll link them here. Those will give you an idea of the dining, and then we did a quick worst cruise ever. It's not the ship's fault. It was a bunch of logistics and different things, but you can check those videos out as well. But today we're going to be doing a ship tour, and it will start right after this. All right, welcome back everyone. Today we're going to be doing this ship tour. So right now you are seeing the port of Bermuda. It was really kind of anarchy getting on the ship. So we're doing kind of the entrance here so that you can kind of see where you would normally get on the ship. Bermuda's beautiful. It's great to do a 7-day cruise to Bermuda. That way you have a few overnights. You could do sunset rum swizzle tours and different things. But this is going to give you a good idea of just boarding the NCL Pearl, whether you're coming on the first time or whether you're getting on at a port. This is going to be us getting onto the ship. My favorite excursion in Bermuda is the Gosling's Rum Tour at sunset. If you get a chance to do that, it's great. They're the originators of the Dark and Stormy. They actually have that trademark. So if you're drinking a Dark and Stormy, you're drinking Gosling's. Right here we see the cruise pool deck. We're going to wander around. Generally speaking, on a full cruise or a summer cruise, this deck, you would see all these chairs out. It was a little chilly in April here. So, and there was only 800 people on this ship. So it looks empty because it really was. The ship holds over 2,700 people. It was a little chilly. It was like 70 degrees out this day, and it is a port day. But there are some people brave enough to jump in the pool there, as you see some people getting out. And then the hot tubs were full the entire journey, as you can see here. So we're just going to take you around the pool deck a little bit. A couple things to keep in mind here on the pool deck. These smaller ships are great. It's a little more intimate and quiet. There are no big water slides or anything crazy going on. It's a little more of an intimate ship. Also, what you'll see as we kind of come through here past the pool deck and past the other hot tubs, you're going to see something that's kind of unique to these smaller ships. There is an outdoor lunch buffet. So as we get past the second pool and the little showers here, you're going to see that little lunch buffet here. And it's just another quick option if you're out on the pool deck, if you're doing a summer cruise or sailing down to Bermuda or Bahamas that's not in April. You will have the ability to just run over here real quick and get a burger or a hot dog, some salads, and just some different options, some little appetizers so that you don't have to go into the buffet. You don't have to put pants on, right? You could just leave your swimsuit on, put a towel on, and run over here. Gives you a nice little grab and go option that a lot of the big ships don't have this on the outside. On the pool deck, you see some of the great staff here on the NCL Pearl, and those guys were amazing all week. Again, as with all pool decks, there is a bar here as well where you can get all your favorite drinks made. Our favorite drink is the Lava Flow with a shot of Kraken, which is always recommended by Matt on Royal Caribbean Blog. If you don't watch the Royal Caribbean Blog videos, you should. Here are some of the great bartenders making us a Lava Flow as we speak. You're going to get a little introduction here to some of the staff. And these guys were just amazing all week. They're just great people.
Beautiful Norwegian Pearl. Today we're gonna make best cocktail in the world.
What's your name? Tell everyone.
My name is Sedat.
My name is Helio.
He's from Brazil. He's the best mojito maker in the world.
This is us doing our little cheers with our lava flows. Once again, full credit to Matt from Royal Caribbean Blog. It's his go-to drink. That's our sail away tradition now. We do the lava flow with Kraken. This is the top deck of the pool deck again. You can see there are a little more chairs out at this point, but ship and the cruise was very empty. So not a ton of people. It's the beautiful view off the side of the ship. This is the one day where we didn't have storms and it was actually really nice. You can see here there is a walking track around the ship here. It's not really a running track. It's a little more of a walking track. You could run on this ship because there was nothing going on. As you can see ahead here, we have the sports court, which has basketball and soccer set up, and then the rock climbing wall here. So the rock climbing wall up on the top decks here, Meg from our team, who is an avid rock climber and boulderer, so she's going to do the rock wall here and ring the bell, which is awesome. It was a good time. Then again, you look down at the sports court where you can play basketball and soccer. My one pet peeve with these small ships with the sports court is they're right on the back of the ship there, and it's always windy and cold, so it's really hard to play basketball. They have checkers and some old school shuffleboard here on each side of the ship. There are a few shuffleboard courts on the outer decks here. They also have this little golf simulator where you could just fire some golf balls. On the newer ships like NCL Prima and Viva, they're going to have an actual Top Golf shot simulator. This is us being terrible at golf, so you just get a quick view that you can just come out here, take some frustrations out on some golf balls. That was horrendous right there by me. Here's one more shot where I can actually hit the golf ball straight. And you can see kind of the options of fun things to do. That was awful as well. So get to see that, and then we're going to wander back around here on the pool deck. Our OCD kicked in, and we had to rearrange the chess pieces here accurately. So they do have these life-size chess pieces. Well, they're not life-size, but they're large, a large chess set there. And then you'll see on the top decks here, there are, at the very top, a ton of space for sun chairs. And again, if this was a big cruise, these would all be out. And they're not right here because it was a very, very quiet cruise. They have the giant shower there that was just running for no apparent reason. We tried to shut it off, but we couldn't. But it's there and it's on, and it's probably very refreshing. So here is deck 7. This is the atrium. Some beautiful design there by NCL. On all the NCL ships, this atrium area, or 6, 7, 8 on the newer ships, they have interesting light fixtures on the top here. This one looks like you're in a cave with some of that, and some of it wasn't working. They had some issues on the cruise before this. It was a charter with a musical act, and a lot of things got broken, which is sad. There's the guest services desk there. There's a Starbucks, a brand new Starbucks on this level, which is great. You'll see they have some shopping right there. And then this is Summer Palace, located on deck 6. This is the main dining room, or one of the main dining rooms, along with Indigo. This room is beautiful. It is an older room, as you could tell a little bit, but it's really ornate and really designed beautifully. It is right on the aft of the ship. So this is where Manhattan room would be on a lot of the newer NCL ships, but here you can sit and have breakfast and look right out at the wake of the ship. And we had great meals in here. This place is really beautiful. It's also large, as you can see on some of the older ships. The main dining room is still pretty large compared to what it is on the newer ships, where they have so many different restaurants and places for you to eat. So this just gives you a quick run through of what this room looks like, and it's really pretty. We did not eat dinner here. We only ate breakfast in this room, but again, it was a short cruise. It was only a 4-day cruise, but it gives you some ideas of the options of different dining venues. Indigo, the other room, we did not get a chance to eat in, so we don't have any footage of that. Unfortunately, we were slackers. We were sick for a chunk of this cruise. Here we are again on deck 7, moving into the Asian food area. So you're going to see sake, which is the sake bar here where you can get shots of sake. And then we are going to come over and you will see Lotus Garden. Lotus Garden is a free complimentary dining option for lunch and dinner, where you can get noodle dishes and your more typical normal Chinese food fare. You can also order sushi a la carte, which we did from Lotus Garden, but you do have to pay for that. And then we wind around here and we're going to take you into teppanyaki, which is our favorite place to do sail away dinner. So we always do sail away dinner in Teppanyaki. It's just a great way to start your cruise. It's fun. You sing along with the chefs. They do a great job. Again, it was a small sailing, but our chef in Teppanyaki was amazing. The staff in Teppanyaki was great. We have one of our employees here has a beef and egg allergy, and they did a great job on that. Here's Tradewinds, which is the little shopping section on deck 7 here. They have the standard NCL gift shop. Then they have the jewelry kind of watch store, and then they have another store over there for your basic, like pharmacy goods, candy, those type of things, and your liquor that you can buy duty free, which you can't drink on the ship. You have to wait until the last day, and they will give that to you for when you leave. It's strictly to take home. But that is a great option if you're on the ship and you find some liquor that you would normally buy. It's really good for expensive liquors where you would be paying, obviously, a lot of taxes, which you don't have to do. That just gives you a quick run through of the shopping options on NCL Pearl. Again, this is a really small ship, but don't be afraid to go on smaller ships. They're really cute. They have great options. It's easy to get around. It's easy to get from place to place. So maybe not all the bells and whistles, but still a great option. As we walk through here, we're going to walk through the art gallery, also on deck 7. And you can see most of the art gallery. It's all Park West, so all the cruise ships that you go on, pretty much the big ones are going to have Park West. You're going to see very, very similar paintings in all the art galleries. I don't know if people actually buy this art or if it's expensive or really good art, but we see the same thing on every cruise, and it seems kind of silly to me. But they do have an art auction that you can go to, and you can get free drinks. So that's not a bad little free tip there. This is the photo gallery. Again, small ship. It's old school a little bit. They have the pictures out. Usually on the new ships, they have just an iPad there where you can look at your pictures and order them. This is the photo studio where you can actually get portraits taken if you would like to do a little official thing. This would be great if you were traveling with a big group or your family. Just wanted to get some pictures taken. This is one of the things where I think the small ships really shine. This is the Stardust Theater. On a lot of the bigger ships, the theater tends to be oddly a little bit smaller because they do Broadway shows and they do them several nights. So a lot of the newer theaters only hold 500 or so passengers. This one holds about 1,500 people. It's a huge theater and it's beautiful. So unfortunately, there was no entertainment on this ship. They had one comedian for the entire cruise, which is crazy. But things happen, logistics and different things going on with the situation in the Ukraine and staffing issues and COVID. We'll give them a little bit of a break. But there was no entertainment on the ship for the most part. So here you see the beautiful theater, which is really nice. And it's really just huge. And I think the most people we saw in here for any of the shows was 100 people. Here's the Bliss Ultra Lounge. This is an old school NCL nightclub where they have bowling alleys on 2-lane bowling alley on each side of the nightclub. And then in the nightclub every night they do karaoke, and they also have some live bands and live music in there. I felt really bad for the live music. We went in there pretty much every night to check it out, and there was only about 5 people in there at any given time. There was never anybody in here for the actual nightclub DJ. NCL tends to be an early to bed group, so it was a little bit quiet in there. But it gives you a good idea of the nightclub. Also, just so you guys know, when we did this, usually when we do these tours, we have to do them really early in the morning so we don't get a ton of people in the videos, or late at night. This is the middle of the day. All these videos are pretty much shot in the middle of the day because we were sick a few days because of the storms. So it gives you a pretty good idea how empty this ship was. And the one good thing about NCL, they are sailing at reduced capacity through the end of the year. They've made that announcement, which is actually really cool. But since we were sick, we were not able to get all the different public areas of the ship. But this gives you a good idea of the small size of the ship and how nice it is sometimes to be able to just get everywhere on the ship. Most of the things are just on a few decks, namely 6, 7, a little bit on 8, and then just the top decks. So it's pretty small and easy to navigate. The spa's up on the upper decks next to the card room and the library, which is really easy to get to. So those are some of the things They do have a thermal suite on this ship, but it's very small, and there's a men's thermal suite and a women's thermal suite, which is odd, which is not on the larger cruise ships that way. And then obviously up on the top decks, we showed you all of the different options for food up there with the outside buffet. They have the inside buffet, and they also have the Great Outdoors, which I'll talk about in a second. This is the little string of bars that are located on the other part of deck 6. So this is going to be Malting's whiskey bar. You're going to see Shaker's martini bar, and then Magnum's champagne bar here. All of them are really cool. But they're all in a row. It's basically the same bar. It just gives you a little bit different decor and some spread out seating. And again, this is right in the middle of the day. And there is absolutely nothing going on here. There were very few people on the sailing, as we said, which was really nice. But it is a little weird still to be on a ship where there's really no people. It's very odd. You don't have to wear masks on the ship now, which is great. But some people from our team did get COVID on this sailing, tested positive when we got home. So they're okay. Everything's good. They had minimal symptoms, luckily, but just goes to show you it's still out there. And running around, you can get it. Again, here's the champagne bar. These guys are great. All the staff is great here. Just get a good idea. This is also where La Bistro is. So down here on the 6th floor, and that's looking up at Lotus Garden that we saw earlier. Here's La Bistro, my favorite restaurant on any cruise ship, French restaurant. It's amazing. Right next to the La Bistro is the cigar lounge. You cannot smoke cigarettes in there, but you can smoke cigars. So there's some great cigar options. You can see the inside of the cigar lounge here. It's very nice. It was very quiet. Didn't even smell like cigars in there. It's very, very empty ship. But it's a cool room. It's a cool option on the NCL ships. A lot of the newer ships have a nice size cigar lounge that's right on the outside on the new Ocean Boulevard or the kind of waterfront, as it is on the Breakaway and Breakaway Plus class ships. This being a jewel class ship, it is down on the 6th floor. This is going to take us up to the Spinnaker Lounge on 13. This is where they do most of the games and the game shows. So that's Spinnaker Lounge. And then this is Cagney's, again up on deck 13. Cagney's and Moderno are right next to each other, along with the Mojito Sugarcane Bar. Cagney's another great option. As you can see, Moderno here as we go in. You're going to walk by the Sugarcane Mojito Bar to get into Moderno. Moderno is the churrascaria, which is the Brazilian steakhouse, where they come around with the little, you can flip your coaster to bring me more meat or stop bringing me meat, whichever side you prefer there. This is a nice little venue with really pretty views and also a great salad bar option. Here we see Oceans, which is on deck 7. So actually deck 8, I apologize. So this is on deck 8. This is called the Local on the newer ships, but Ocean's just your typical Irish pub where you're going to get good beer. This is open 24 hours a day. This is the venue that's open 24 hours a day for chicken wings, pretzel bites, burgers, hot dogs, just regular pub fare that you can grab anytime. They also serve breakfast here, and then obviously lunch, dinner, and late night snacks. But you can see this is a really great venue. You can also overlook the atrium from here, so if there's anything going on the screen there, like a movie or anything, you could watch that, or a game show down there, you could do that. Some great views here of the atrium and the middle of the ship. And that's going to really kind of do it for us. Again, there were a few things we didn't get to take some video of. One of them is the Great Outdoors, which is my favorite place to eat on the NCL Pearl and those jewel class ships. It's on the very back of the ship, right behind the buffet. It's the back part of the buffet. I almost said Windjammer, but it's not. It's a Garden Cafe. So it's on the back part of that. It is outside. They have late night snacks there as well, which was our favorite spot at night to grab some ice cream or some snacks. And then other than that, I think we pretty much got everything. If you have any comments or questions, please put them below. Thanks again for checking out our videos. We really appreciate it. We're trying to produce the best information for you all so that you can have a great vacation. Please like and subscribe to our channel. Like the video, subscribe to our channel. And we hope to see you on the next one. We're going to be going on Oasis of the Seas in just a few weeks. So we will see you then. Thanks so much. Again, my name's John from Bite Size Cruises. Have a great day.